This is the only guide you'll need to start enjoying languages like a kid. So, who am I to teach you this? Soy Iván, un nativo del español con 19 meses en japonés, 45 months in English, and as an athlete, I'm on a mission to help fucked up language learners who can't study for more than 5 hours on a daily basis. This is made for people who don't enjoy learning a language with methods like reading, watching long-form content, and really just being able to enjoy the fact of something taking effort. If you feel like that's you, keep watching and have in mind that every action step that it will tell you will not require actually that much effort. It will require you to change as a human being. The first step, realize that effort is actually fun. So you never remember something you don't put effort in. You can actually kind of relate with this, right? So maybe you don't cook your food, and yesterday you don't remember what you had as a breakfast. You don't remember what you had as a lunch. 1 hour ago you were scrolling on TikTok, and you probably don't even remember what TikToks were you watching. That's probably you right now. So since you have lived a life, you have grinded on something, remember how good you felt after doing that grind. So maybe you grinded for a test, remember how good you felt. Maybe you grinded for a sports competition in your school. Remember how good it felt to have grinded for that thing. You felt insanely good, right? So the problem with this is that video games do this part insanely good. They make you feel like you're grinding on something, and it makes you feel productive. And the problem with this is that video games are not productive. And that's the trap that you're basically in right now. So that's why I say that learning languages is probably the most efficient way of getting out of these addictions, like playing video games, watching anime, watching series, because you can use these addictions to stop playing video games. You can use these addictions to stop watching anime. Literally, you can start learning languages with video games, and at some point you will say, oh, this is not that efficient anymore, I want to keep learning the language. If I want to keep learning languages efficiently, then I shall stop playing video games, right? I need to keep reading, I need to watch series in long-form content, right? These things will actually make you stop having your addiction and start enjoying things like putting effort on something. Second step, doing trivial tasks is your free pass to enjoy everything. So this will make you not put a lot of dopamine on your brain, and that's why, and it will make you enjoy things like reading. It will make you enjoy more the long-form content, because now you have the attention span to just watch the content in just one sit without having to take a lot of breaks to watch the content, right? So the first activity is going on a walk with passive listening, or just going on a walk without passive listening. And maybe here you can plan the next day. Here you can plan what you will watch after you come from your walk. Like all of these things, you can plan them and you can think about your day. That's the point of going on a walk. You want to think about something. At least for me, that's the point of going on a walk. Maybe there are some people that go on a walk because they just enjoy the thing. But still, even if you go on a walk without really trying to think about anything, at some point you will think about something and you will get some ideas about the thing that you were working on. The second activity is going to a gym and stretching with passive listening. So this is really good because basically you are going to be actually way more healthier. And now you're actually learning fucking Japanese, because yeah, I know that there's people that say that passive listening is not that efficient, but passive listening is not efficient because you're not paying attention to it. And whenever you're doing something like a stretching on the gym and there's no one annoying you, well, you're actually just going to pay attention to the thing that you're listening to, which is your passive listening, and this will make the passive listening not be passive anymore. Now the passive listening will become active listening, and that's when you're paying attention to a thing. Now you will learn the language. Another activity that I'm doing right now a lot is I put myself in the treadmill and literally I start walking for like, I don't know, 1 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And for that time, I just literally read. That's it. I literally read like novels. And it's impossible for me to procrastinate on this because literally it helps me to burn calories. And whenever you actually read and you're walking while you read, it's impossible for you to get sleepy. So that's probably something that happens to you a lot, which is that whenever you read, you feel sleepy. Well, if you're in the treadmill and you're reading, you will never feel sleepy. And you can say, well, but you can just read in your house. But like, Yeah, first you will get sleepy and there's more probabilities that you're going to end up procrastinating if you are at your house. So if you want to be more healthier, just start walking on a treadmill and start reading a light novel. Third step, protect these rules with your life. The first one is no social media unless it's immersion. So this means no TikTok, no Instagram, no X. If you're going to do immersion with something, do it with YouTube. Maybe Twitter too, because it's like very fast-paced reading and that's it. But like probably you just want to do just YouTube and long-form content on YouTube. That's it. Because in this way you are not going to worsen your attention span. Because the problem with TikTok and Instagram is that yeah, you're learning Japanese, but now you're worsening your attention span. The second rule is no short form content, so this relates to the last one. Don't watch short form content on YouTube, don't watch short form content on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. As simple as that. Once you have a good level in languages, stop watching anime. Like, literally, I know it sounds crazy, but animes become content consumption. So the same happened with my English, and it is that literally right now I don't watch series in Netflix in English, I don't watch YouTube in English. I just watch maybe long form content and podcasts in English and that's it, because it's content consumption. So the only thing that I do in English is read. That's it. The first rule is no sugar or weird juice drinks. It's literally as simple as that. So if you're going to do immersion, don't eat sugar. If you're going to do immersion, don't drink anything that is sugary too. As simple as that. Go to sleep at the same hour always and wake up at the same hour. You have to protect this rule with your life element. This is the most difficult part, and this is the one that will get you actually most progress on your language learning and actually getting to enjoy trivial things. So go to sleep always at the same hour and wake up always at the same hour. If you need an alarm clock and you need to actually buy it, do it. And the sixth rule is eat at the same hour too. So sounds crazy, yes, I know. Two last rules in specific will make you not think about when you need to go to sleep, when you need to wake up, when you need to eat. If it's possible, plan the day before what you're going to eat the next day, and so you don't have to make those decisions. Because believe me, whenever you have to do a decision on your day, that's like 10 minutes that you're losing. So never make decisions again about trivial things that you have to do on your day. You just literally wake up at the same hour, eat at the same hour, bath at the same hour, meditate at the same hours. These are things that you don't have to think about. They just come automatically. Fourth step is being a child is actually fine. So I don't know why our generation has literally stopped being a child, but like for me, being a child is getting enjoyment out of everything, because that's a child. A child literally grabs a leaf on a tree and he enjoys detailing the leaf. That's being a child. Now, whenever you're trying to imitate a child, this will make you be in a flow, because childs don't think about what they're doing, they just do it, right? And whenever you're in a flow, you're basically doing that. You're not thinking about anything. And whenever you're in a flow, this will make you be a happier person. The most activities you have in your day in which you are in a flow, the happier you will be. This is a rule that you have to put. This is a rule that you have to put now on your brain. For the most parts of the day, you want to be in a flow and not be thinking about anything. So for example, right now that I'm recording this video, I'm in a flow. When I am at the gym, I'm also in a flow. The most activities that you have on your day that you're in a flow in, the happier you will be and the more enjoyment you will get out of trivial tasks like reading and watching long-form content. Fifth and last step. So do these activities outside of language learning. So whenever you are kind of free and you have already done 6 hours of immersion, do these activities and they will make your immersion just be way more efficient. The first activity is meditation. Meditation is the most efficient activity that you can do to improve at concentration. That is just how it works. The second thing is move your body, please. It can be whatever thing. Stretch, go running, swimming, yoga, judo, whatever thing. Just pick one thing and do it, and this will make you be in a flow for more days of the week. The third activity is don't just learn languages, talk with your family, friends, etc. So you don't want to be an autist language learner that literally just spends 16 hours daily watching anime or reading light novels and literally not talking to anyone. Like in that point in which you're just doing like 12 hours, 16 hours of immersion. Well, maybe 12 not. 12 you can actually manage some social things still. But like if you're doing 16 hours of immersion or something like that crazy, at some point you will become this very autist person that doesn't even know how to talk with people. And at that point, you probably will struggle a lot doing your output phase unless you're really grinding and you are outputting by yourself without really talking to anyone. But at that point, if you become an autist and you don't talk to anyone, why are you learning the language, right? Because probably one of your goals is maybe, I don't know, talking with Japanese people, right? Because that's probably the only thing that you can do with the language. Because right now, you can't really get that much money out of learning the language unless you become a translator, and becoming a translator, it's not really remunerable. So yeah, probably you don't want to become an autist language learner. Read books preferably on a topic that you care about, but it can be whatever. Personally, I read whatever book that comes from the hands of this gentleman called Brandon Sanderson. Like literally, he's my crush. I have read his books for like, I don't know, more than 2 years now. And right now, if you want to know, I'm reading Oathbringer in English, and literally I'm enjoying this thing like a kid. And whenever I read his books, I'm on a flow, right? What I'm kind of caring about is that, yeah, this is basic content consumption, but literally, like, if it gets me on a flow, it will make me be happier. And if it makes me be happier, it will probably even make my Japanese learning more efficient. And if you want to work with me and get more content on being this healthy language learner, check the first link in the description, which is my Patreon. Thank you.